Ever thought the vitamins you take for your brain might actually be hurting it? If you're over 60 and taking certain supplements every day, this might be one of the most important messages you hear. In fact, some of the most common vitamins can quietly increase your risk of stroke, brain hemorrhage, and even long-term damage to your nervous system. This isn't guesswork at S, backed by research from top institutions like the American Heart Association and Mayo Clinic. So if you take vitamins thinking they'll keep your memory sharp or boost your energy, you might want to think again. Stay with me until the end of this video, because the last vitamin on the list can silently cause a brain bleed within just weeks of misuse. Let's begin with vitamin B6. This vitamin is often promoted as helpful for nerve health and energy. But what many people don't realize is that vitamin B6 doesn't exit your body quickly like vitamin C. It builds up over time, especially when taken in high doses. When this happens, it starts to damage the nerves it's supposed to protect. You may first feel tingling in your hands or feet. That tingling can turn into numbness. Eventually, you may lose balance, feel weak in your legs, or find it hard to walk. In the worst cases, these symptoms become permanent. You might be surprised to know that older adults only need about 1.5 to 1.7 milligrams of B6 daily. But many supplements contain 10, 50, or even 100 milligrams per pill. It's way beyond what your body needs. And here's the catch. You may be taking a BSPO Plex pill that already includes B6, plus another multivitamin or energy supplement with even more. The safest way to get B6 is through food like salmon, bananas, or fortified cereals. If you think you're low on B6, ask your doctor for a blood test before adding any extra supplements. Next is niacin, also called vitamin B3. It's often praised for helping to lower cholesterol. But in high doses, niacin can cause your blood vessels to suddenly expand and then contract. This effect is called vasodilation, and it can cause your blood pressure to swing up and down like a roller coaster. That may not sound serious at first, but in older adults with less flexible arteries, this can trigger a stroke. Studies show that people taking high-dose niacin over a few years have a 1.622 times greater risk of stroke. You get a hot, burning feeling in your skin, or you feel dizzy when you stand. Some people even experience a temporary stroke-like episode known as a slurred speech, arm or leg weakness, and blurry vision. These are all signs your brain is under stress. The daily safe dose of niacin is only 14 milligrams for women and 16 milligrams for men. You can get that from chicken breast, tuna, or mushrooms without the risk. Then there's vitamin D, a favorite among older adults. It helps with bones, mood, and the immune system. But it can also be risky if you're not careful. Too much vitamin D causes calcium levels in your blood to rise, something called hypercalcemia. This condition may seem harmless, but it can lead to calcium building up in your arteries, causing them to harden. When arteries harden, blood doesn't flow smoothly. This is a perfect setup for clots, which can travel to your brain and cause a stroke. Symptoms of vitamin D overdose include tiredness, nausea, dry mouth, and frequent urination. But most people ignore these, thinking they're just signs of aging. So a recommended daily dose for adults over 70 is 800 IU, but many supplements contain 2,000 or even 5,000 IU per pill. That's a dangerous amount over time, especially if combined with calcium pills. Instead, aim for 15 minutes of morning sun, eat fish like salmon, or drink fortified milk. And get your vitamin D level checked before taking supplements long term. The fourth supplement on our list is vitamin A, and it's much more dangerous than most people think. Unlike water-soluble vitamins that leave your body through urine, vitamin A is fat-soluble. That means it stays in your liver and fat tissue for a long time. And when it builds up, it can increase the pressure inside your skull, a condition called intracranial hypertension. This feels like having a brain tumor. But it's not cancer. It's just too much vitamin A. Older adults process vitamin A more slowly, so even small overdoses can be harmful over time. Symptoms include pounding headaches, blurred or double vision, dizziness, nausea, and ringing in the ears. It can even lead to permanent vision loss if not treated quickly. The recommended daily dose is 700 mcg for women and 900 mcg for men. But many multivitamins and eye health pills contain several times that amount. Plus, some people are getting vitamin A from more than one supplement without realizing it. The best and safest source of vitamin A: beta-carotene from carrots, sweet potatoes, or dark leafy greens. Your body will only convert what it needs and safely ignore the rest. And now we come to the most dangerous vitamin on our list: vitamin E. This one is especially tricky because it's often promoted as a heart-healthy supplement. But what many people don't know is that vitamin E has a blood-thinning effect. That means it slows your blood's ability to clot, and when combined with common medications like aspirin or warfarin, which many seniors already take, can dramatically increase your risk of brain hemorrhage. Imagine this. One small blood vessel in your brain bursts due to thin blood and high pressure. In minutes, blood floods your brain tissue. That's a hemorrhagic stroke, and it can happen suddenly and without warning. You might feel a sharp headache like you've never had before. Your vision could darken in one eye. You might feel weakness on one side of your body or suddenly be unable to speak. These are all signs of bleeding in the brain, and every second counts. The recommended daily intake for vitamin E is just 15 milligrams. You can easily get this from a handful of almonds, a tablespoon of olive oil, or some sunflower seeds. There's no need to take extra, unless your doctor says so. And if you're on blood thinners for any reason, it's even more critical that you avoid supplementing with vitamin E on your own. Now that we've gone through the 5 vitamins that can increase stroke risk, let's talk about what to do next. First, gather all the supplements you're currently taking. Look at the labels carefully. Are you taking a multivitamin, a B complex, and an energy booster? You might be getting too much of something without realizing it. Second, compare your supplement list to what we just discussed. If you find any of these combinations, like high-dose vitamin D with calcium or vitamin E with aspirin U, need to talk to your doctor immediately. Third, consider spacing out the timing of certain supplements. For example, don't take calcium and magnesium at the same time, or zinc and copper together. Even if you aren't taking dangerous doses, poor combinations can still reduce absorption or increase risks. Fourth, and most important, ask your doctor for blood tests. Get your vitamin D, B6, and iron levels checked. Don't rely on guesswork. Personalized data is the key to safe supplementation. And lastly, remember this: vitamins are powerful tools, but only when used wisely. Just because they're sold over the counter doesn't mean they're harmless. Your brain, your heart, your entire body deserve more than a random collection of pills. You deserve careful, science-based care. So if this information surprised you or helped you realize something about your own habits, please share this video with a friend or family member. It might save someone's life. Let us know in the comments what supplements you're currently taking and if you've experienced any unusual side effects. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another critical health update. Thank you for watching, and take care of your brain. The only one you've got.